I guess that's probably sitting? Not sure if that's what I want to use or not. We'll see how it goes. Enter through portal. Well, I have more confidence in this character than I've had in the other ones. Find the true portal. Plenty of traps. Okay, might as well heal up. HP's looking better. But if I stand right here, they can't shoot me. That probably shouldn't have worked, but it did. There we go, and stay away from those guys, because they explode in your face and they hurt. Ow. I love ricochet trick shots. They make me happy. Ow. Are they just chucking a rock at me? I think they are. Also, enemies are really, really skunked by corners. Which is really satisfying. Okay, and this was a loot portal. Well, portals aren't too bad. I think really the answer was I just had to play a character that I liked. Oh, there's some loot boxes back the other way. Are those? I don't know. But yeah, there's... Yeah. Yeah, the jumps aren't terribly floaty. But that's okay. Get nether shards. Ooh, ammo? Fire propellant. Turns minimum range damage into fire damage. Ooh. So yeah, if you want to set enemies on fire, that's a good one. Both of those are actually really good. Part of the reason why I like the idea of these, like, builds and so on and so forth is, yeah, well, I should have trusted in the trick shot. Grab that. We'll heal up. Where am I? Ah! I was like, I've definitely missed something here. I just don't know where. Let's see. Will this game get a proper playthrough? Sort of, yeah. As far as roguelikes go, I've been a bit starved lately. I was rolling the roguelike roulette until I got really busy. And I've kind of been waiting for another, like, a fitting roguelike to play after the fact. I'm not sure what that man's strategy is. Oh, never mind. I understand. Wow. Inconvenient. Not really a problem. But anyway, so I've been looking for decent roguelikes for a while now. Hi, that's too much. I'm just gonna hang there. You can pause if you want to read that. We'll read these bits of lore later. Let's see, I'm full health. Perfect. And so, this is a little... what would I want to say? Repetitive? It honestly reminds me of, like, a really mechanically sound, oh, not enough inventory space. Yeah, I guess we're running out. Let's see. Let's drop some of the kind of not useful stuff. I'm gonna hold on to the fire propellant. Melee attacks have a chance to stun. Let's see. These are neat. We're gonna drop these. The acid burst coating isn't actually that helpful. don't know if Medbot's that good either. But I really like the idea of fire propellant being used on something. Drop that. We want to grab one of the heavy bracers. And I'd like to grab this. Because, yeah, that increases the upper limit on ammo. Okay, so... Oh! Hi! Okay, so we can actually craft something here. Somehow. So, minimum range damage into electric. Projectiles home into the nearest target. So, turns damage into acid damage. A lot of these things. This might actually be all of these. Bullets penetrate 3 targets, but then again, my bullet's already impale. So that's not actually amazingly helpful. This, though, I want to grab that. So in that case... Okay. So multi-chamber. Okay, so we've got that now. This might not actually be worth it. But I really like the idea of it. So... take off the Helter Skelter and grab this. I guess the other thing we should check real quick. What else do we have here? So, acid, fire over time, armor while stationary, chance to heal while micro-stunned. Defense generator. I think these are all of the upgrades available in the game. I hope there's more than this, and I hope the, like, higher rarity versions are better, too. Because, yeah, a lot of these are just, like, percent more damage, and I was hoping for more interesting things. Ricochet, and... bonus hit. Sounds much more exciting to me. But, I don't know. It varies. It's definitely got, like, more interesting things to it. I was describing this as, this reminds me of, like, a more mechanically deep version of Roguelands. I think I stand by that. I liked the idea of Roguelands, playing it back in the day. But it was one of those where, like, you were just kind of running around farming, and, you know, some of the bosses had, like, weight to them, but most of the bosses just felt kind of... I'm not going to say uninteresting, but you very quickly got used to the basic loop. And admittedly, this is actually getting pretty easy pretty fast. We should probably take a look at what I've got on melee. Because the whetstone is probably better than the anvil pendant or the rotten core. Oh, I can only have one of those on at a time. So maybe I want to keep the anvil pendant. Let's see. E to sort. Oh, wow, and yeah, we're picking up way more of the upgrade stuff that I wanted. Okay, this should be fine. Let's see. Oop. There we go. Maybe you want the thing that lets you... Whoops, and I've clicked out of the game again. I should check to see if there's a way to constrain my cursor into the game. Because that keeps happening. Okay, that chance to stun is real good. I definitely would make the case for playing one of the bigger, like, bruisier characters. Let's go back for a second. Let's see if I can find a good third melee thing to grab. Because we could do electric damage. Armored buff. Pushes back stun enemies. 40% chance to stun an enemy. Isn't? Oh, no, no. My current ones have a 40%. Because we don't really want the status effect damage that much. And we already have a whetstone. So no, there's not actually... There's nothing that I want to go out of my way for unless there's more. Okay, portal's over here. Okay. Supreme Jetman. Boss? Oh boy. That's a lot of HP. Okay. Did we get him? We got him. I was not paying attention to his HP bar. I was just trying to survive. Alright, so what do we got? Go to the Supreme Smith or the Supreme Sphere? What do you guys think? Smith or Sphere? It's a weird game. I like the idea of it. I'll play more if people want it. Let's go to the Smith. Gear facility level 4. But yeah, this very clearly is inspired by Dead Cells. That much is... I'm not gonna say painfully obvious. Because it's not painful, it's actually pretty good. It's got its own flavors and it's got its own changes. I hope they add a lot more, more like weapon and equipment upgrades. Anywhere from like melee range. You know what? The gear upgrade system, I almost feel like should, it should study... Okay, so that's the portal. I feel like the gear and upgrade system should study, let's see. Wow. How have I forgotten? Not Void Bastards. I've been playing too many things. How am I this out of it right now? I don't know. Melee range would be busted. Which is why it would have to be, like, really rare and also probably not... Like, you probably don't get access to, Oh, I see. If you have a really good spark generator, that would make the other one pretty good. Okay, what do we even get rid of? I don't really like sore flasks. I like the medbot module. Get rid of the snail one for the better medbot. Get rid of the fiery core. Okay, there we go. Not Void Bastards, not Void Raider. It's... How have I totally forgotten this? This is the game that I've played, like, constantly. Oh my god, dogs. That stun effect is nice, though. I wonder if I could have stunned that boss. That is a question. Not Slay the Spire, it's the space one, the asteroids. Well, this thing just kind of sucks. Got way too much range. I realize this isn't super helpful because I'm really frustrated at myself for totally forgetting the name. Nova Drift, there we go. I was like, I should know this 100%. But yeah, Nova Drift's upgrade system and like the stuff you can do with it, not exactly always the most fair. But I always feel like a lot more games should take a page or several out of Nova Drift's when it comes to like, levels and upgrades. Yeah, so I can't get through that shield. Because, like, that game is an absolute masterclass of run variety to some degree. And it's just a basic unupgraded acid blade. Let's see. Nova Drift was good because it wasn't fair. Sort of, yeah. I mean, I would say Nova Drift. Wow, the double jump is unsatisfying in this. Nova Drift is absolutely fair in that both you and your enemies are absolutely overpowered. And so any amount of, like, immediate imbalance is immediately rectified by the fact that both you and the enemies are ridiculously, like, strong. And let's see, both you and your enemies are extremely strong and are going to just, like, raffle stomp each other into oblivion. It's just a question of, it's an arms race of brokenness. I mean, admittedly, the enemies are a little bit predictable, and I'm sure if you were actually, like, really, really good at the game, you could do some, like, nuts stuff. And never run into problems. God damn it. I keep clicking out of the screen, and it's bad. Okay, there we go. Question. Settings. Yeah, it's in full screen mode. It's not locking my cursor, which actually really sucks. Because it means I'm just gonna keep clicking out of the window. Yeah, it's balanced because both parties are powerful. Yeah, sort of. And, like, it's definitely one of those where it's like, every once in a while you'll have, like, a really broken run, and you're like, yeah, this is awesome. These things suck, by the way. They suck so much. I'm just gonna start pelting shots out, and hopefully it'll take out most of these flyers. Because there's no safe spot in there. I've been trying to use my spear a little bit, but that's a situation where spear was not going to help that much. Yeah, you do one upgrade, it could kill your entire build. Yep. And, like, I like that, because, you know, it gives every upgrade, like, impact. Whereas here, I have a supply of different upgrades, but almost all of them are just, like, you know, converts your melee damage to acid. Okay, that's cool. But there's, like, 7 of them, and they all do the exact same thing with, like, a minor change. And it'd be nice if, like, the RNG generator on this, on the things that you could pick up was, like, much wilder. Yep, I want to wait for that laser to go by because it hurts. Hurt me anyway. Think? Hard to say. Okay. And I did it again. Part of it is, like, I know which direction I'm aiming. Oh, I'm out of ammo. That's bad. It's not that bad. I have ammo. Whoa, nanites. But it would actually be really cool if you could get, like, that nanite attack that I just got hit by. This just, like, cloud of things. Like, if I could convert my shot over into that. And maybe just as, like, a temporary run. Maybe? Let's see. It would make a difference. Or not. Just make that, like, really freaking rare, so it's... So I don't just, like... have that on everybody. I don't know. I guess variety is the spice of life. Balance your game so that it sucks for both parties, and then just watch to see what kind of crazy shit people can come across. I guess this is sort of a, this is sort of a, an argument in favor of less meta progression on this game. Or mainly, not being able to save your, like, the weapon mods. Which I think is actually a fair argument to make, because then it makes, finding this loot less interesting. Except for that, that's really good. Max range damage, plus 44%. I should pay attention to some of these. Okay, let's get rid of the regular whetstone, the regular... Oh. Okay, note to self, drop my stuff where I can reach it. But so what this does is, this does reduce my minimum range damage and max range damage, but then buffs it back up again. Let's get rid of that multi-chamber and keep this. Let's take a look at the rest of this. I'm not sure if that only affects melee or just as a melee thing. Oh, concussive trap. Trap at the character's location. Trap stuns all enemies. I haven't had one of these yet. Okay, let's... No, that's pretty good. Let's get rid of the Trickster Mag in favor of Soft Case. Let's just push my damage a little bit and snipe people. So yeah, now I can do a, Oh, no, we've already seen that one. Oh, my damage is pretty good. Got him. Okay. Come here, doggies. This is why I've got that stun ability. So what's this? Acidified enemies explode on death. That's actually really good. The only problem is... I believe that has to go over... Yeah, because that goes on my weapon. I guess I'll try it. Yeah, that might not actually help that much. Because unfortunately I do so much damage that's pointless, so we'll keep with the bouncing bullet. Because I have to acidify them first. So no matter what, I'm not actually going to be able to pull that off. Let's see. Heal back up. Yeah, the healing flask system is good. Rotten Core. 30% more against rotten enemies. Oof. I guess it's actually really evenly organized, so that's not a problem. Whoops. Stun. That stun is so nice. Okay, I have lost myself in the scramble, but that's okay. Because that doesn't necessarily mean I'm in trouble. I also keep seeing the enemies spawn as a, as like an enemy projectile, and I keep trying to avoid it. And it's like, wait a second, no, that's not something I have to worry about. No. I'm definitely getting the hang of this. Except for that, I keep clicking out of this screen. So the other caveat to turning this into a series, this might actually be my I'm not gonna say a one-off, but I might play this when I have somebody else that's available to join me along the way, or this might actually just be something that I Oh, Supreme Smith. We're at the boss. Well, it doesn't look any tougher than the last one. I mean, a little, but still. And he's dead. That was fast. What is this? Oh, summons a shadow that attacks opponents for a short period of time. Let's see. Yeah, spark generator would be nice, but I want to get a better one. Okay, there's my other ability. We get retaliation plate. So, Supreme Blader or Supreme Tentacle? Tentacle. Oh, I've got some subs to thank people for. Wow, I've missed a fair bit. So thank you, Bashboy, for the what is that, 15-month resub? Thank you, Arrow Ice, for the sub, and welcome. And thank you, Orion Armstrong, for the sub as well. Sorry that I haven't been reacting to these as well as I should be. I've been kind of focused on what I'm playing. Anyway, let's go see about some hentai. Should probably heal while I'm here. So that works, kind of, mostly, except for they... Oh, these are the guys that you can only attack from one side. Gotta get used to that. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, they look like they're gonna be extremely weak to melee, but... eh. Except for the shielded dudes. Memo for the research department employees. Working in the laboratory without a protective suit is prohibited. The air may be contaminated with hazardous spores. Yeah, no kidding. Well, this just looks awful. At least I don't think I have to go past that ever. Except for, then I immediately... I think I'm safe as long as I'm here. That's a comfort, I guess. Because these guys are starting to hit... not that hard. Kind of hard. Luckily, the laser seems to work pretty dang well against these guys. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's some good helter-skelter ammo. Ow. Oh, we do have a spark generator. Decent one of that. Because, yeah, both of these electric power plates are kind of nice, not really that helpful. Let's get rid of that. That rotten core is a little bit better. That rotten core is considerably better. Okay. Electric resistance. Yeah, the extra damage while sitting is kind of rough. But yeah, neither of those are particularly helpful. What we want is the acidic power plate, or just spark generator. Let's go with spark generator. Okay. We want to grab the helter-skelter ammo. Oh, we want to throw this one on, because it boosts my acid damage. Because that's gonna just raise my... Let's see, I think we're good. I got a little hairier than I wanted it to.